Before this video starts, I just wanted to say that this video is not going to be very entertaining. It's going to be very boring, but there will be a lot of good information about trading. And if you really do care about trading, you're at the right place. Hello everybody, welcome back. This is going to be a voiceover for a past trade I took on April 25th, 2024. As you can see on the screen, this trade was done through two high impact news, and those were just some GDP and unemployment claims. Alright, so let's get into it. So the way that high impact news is delivered is that they run the areas of the most liquidity, right? That's all they do, they run liquidity. Okay, so to put that into practice, we first need to identify the areas of liquidity. Okay, so right now on the screen, you can see a zoomed out 20-minute chart where we have swing lows where there's sell side liquidity. Since I'm trading on lower time frames, I can use the 20-minute chart as like the higher time frame targets, and my targets for the day would just be these 20-minute swing lows. Okay, so now back to the 1-minute chart. When high impact news are released, 90% of the time, they don't instantly run towards the main objective, right? Usually you can expect some manipulation, some stop hunts towards the opposite direction before you start running to the main objectives. So here's a more zoomed in chart for me to explain. I'm expecting price to go lower, but in order to go lower, they're probably going to take out some buy side. And the reason for this is because a lot of traders will see these equal highs and think it's resistance, right? So there's going to be a lot of people going short and all of their stop losses will be at these highs. Okay, now back to the charts. And with this knowledge, we can use this to our advantage and use the stop runs as a really nice and precise entry. So now I'm just going to let the recording play it and you guys can see it play out for yourselves. Right now, nothing is sped up and the time is, you can see the time on the bottom right. When it first gets released, it does get kind of scary, but there really isn't anything to be afraid of. You just kind of have to trust price. Another thing is that I could be wrong, right? I'm not always correct. And if that's the case, my stop is placed far enough. So like the initial jolt of movement, like right from the news event, it's not going to gap my stop. And so if I do get stopped out, it'll be stopped at my desired risk. But fortunately, I was not wrong and we get a really beautiful read on price. Right now, you can see me taking off half the position when we hit these swing lows to the left. You can also kind of see me fiddle around with my exits. This is because my exits aren't that good and I definitely need to work on them. Right now on the screen, you can see a limit order for a partial and the full position to be taken off is at the daily lows. The limit order for the partial was at the white line here. And the white line is just one of the swing lows from the 20-minute chart. So I was holding it until the equity opened, and I thought equity, right, at 9:30 was going to push price slower towards the target. However, that didn't happen. Equity wasn't as energetic as I hoped, and like after 10 minutes, I just took the position off. And yeah, that's it. That was the trade. Hope you guys learned something insightful about trading high impact news. And always remember just to be very, very careful. Have your stop like far away from the initial jolt. You never want to be gapped because that'll be very bad for your account.